Hi everyone. The Lethbridge Pronghorns basketball teams are on the West Coast this weekend, trying to close out the weekend with a pair of wins against some tough BC opponents. The men's team struggles on the road are well documented on this program, but the players say history will not be a factor this weekend as they head into the University of Victoria tonight and UBC tomorrow. Head coach Dave Adams says he's completely redesigned the team's offense in order to throw off the Vikes' preparations. We asked Adams, how do you go into a game like this one? Here's what he had to say.
We go in like a bunch of caged tigers, and here's why. Last year, this team was 12-1 at home, the Horns. We lost one game at home last year to Victoria. They tarnished our perfect record at home. So our guys are very, very, very motivated to spoil the party over in McKinnon Gym this weekend.
Pronghorns acting like tigers. I love it. Now the ladies head to BC with a 4-4 record after being upset by the Mount Royal University Cougars last weekend. Despite the setback, the Horns are much improved from a year ago, but know they'll have to play some of their best basketball of the year this weekend as they go up against the number 1 and number 2 teams in the Pacific Division. A key to the Horns' turnaround, the players have really bought into new head coach Aaron McAleenan's systems.
I think so. I think the coaches know what we need to do to go into the games. I think as long as we follow through and play as a team that we can pull through.
Like she knows what she's talking about. We always, when she corrects us, we always do it perfect. Like it just works. And if she doesn't correct us, it's wrong. Like it's just, she's always right. It's weird.
The women tip off at 6 with the men to follow. Now it's a big weekend on ice for the Pronghorns women's hockey team. It starts tonight as they face Haley Wickenheiser and the University of Calgary Dinos. The Horns are 5-6-3 on the year and currently occupy the final playoff spot in the Canada West. The players say they hope to set the tone for the second half this weekend. Game time is 7 bells at the Nicholas Sharon Arena. The men's team will press the reset button after a disastrous evening on ice in Calgary last evening. The Horns dropped a 10-1 decision to the Dinos, and they remain dead last in the Canada West. Got to think they'll be fired up with revenge in mind as they host those same Dinos on Saturday at Nick Sharon. The number of university hockey players suffering concussions is a lot higher than first believed. Men and women were taking a lot of hits to the head. The researchers followed 2 Canadian university teams during the 2011-2012 campaign. They didn't reveal which 2 teams. They found the incidence of concussions was 3 times higher in men and more than 5 times greater in women than in previous research. The researchers say the discrepancy shows that concussions and diagnoses are still not well understood. The latest attempt to end the NHL lockout hit another dead end. The 2 U.S. federal mediators called it quits after 2 days of meeting with the league and the players' union in New York. Today, the players will miss their 4th paycheck since the lockout began in September. The NHL suggested that they take away all middlemen and proposed that the players and the owners hash it out directly. The PA is set to respond later today. This is day 76 of the stalemate. All right, let's talk a little curling now. At the Canada Cup of Curling today in Moose Jaw, a big test for Calgary's Kevin Cooey. His rink was up against the undefeated Mike McEwen squad from Winnipeg. Will pick it up in the 5th end. Cooey has the hammer, but McEwen was lying too. And talk about a delicate shot. Cooey needed the hit and the roll, and that's just what he got. What a great shot. Cooey with a 3-1 lead. Now let's go to the 6th end. McEwen with the hammer, and this time Cooey is lying one. McEwen looking to make it all go away, but he was too thin on the Cooey rock, and it's a steal of 1. Cooey with a 4-1 lead there, and a big win for his rink. They hang on to hand McEwen their first loss. 7-4 was the final score this afternoon. Jackie.